What's up guys, in today's video we're showing you how to rig, use, and what colors we prefer with the uni / urchin baits.
Guys, Kyle and Chaz Outdoors. This weekend we went out and tried these uni baits out for this first time, or urchin baits, some prickly pears, the hags, there's koikis, hide-up makes, I mean there's quite a few of them. We've used the prickly pear and the unis and had a lot of luck this weekend, and I'm going to show you how we rig them. That's going to keep you from losing them and keep them from falling off the fish, throwing them, or throwing the weights. And literally we caught 17 fish, I think, on one single uni this weekend. So you can get quite a bit out of them without having to lose a bunch of them in the process. So come along and I'll show you how we rig them, and we'll tell you what we need and where we got stuff from if you need, and we'll try to make it as easy as possible for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have some tooth-proof wire. It's 240 in pounds. I think it's actually 0.040 in the diameter. The diameter, I think, is the best as far as size. It's not too big, not too small. It's pretty beefy, but it's easy to use. So you cut your little piece off like this and get you about that middle area. You could also get some pliers that are actually more round than this to help you make a little bit more round loop. I mean, I don't know if it's really going to matter that much. It worked pretty good for us this weekend. What I do is I take and bend this down like that. And then we have a tungsten nail weight. This one I believe is 5/32. We've also got some shrink tubing. We are going to take, we need to see about how long it is first. You'll take and feed that through it, and then you're going to take the nail weight in there as well. And then I kind of just play with it to see how long it is, but you want the nail weight almost up to the top of it, because you don't want this thing super long so it's like sticking out of the bait. But there, you can kind of see where it is, so we're going to want to cut that there real quick. We don't need all that. Let's see, I still got a little bit more cut. There we go. So see how that kind of sits there? Your nail weight's in there. You can see down in there on the wire, you got a little bit of spot for your hook to go through. We're going to run our hook up through here. So just make sure you don't have it to where you cannot run your hook through there. She's good now. Literally just like that. Heat shrink it down. This will hold that nail weight in place too, so that it never gets thrown out. And then also when we run our hook through here, it's kind of almost like a trailer for like a spinnerbait. So it really helps. It really helps it. I totally forgot what I was saying. Okay, so we have this here too. It's kind of like a keeper for a spinnerbait. You run your hook through it, and then it allows to where once that gets nice and hard, that hook, there's no real way it's going to pull off the hook. You can see it there.
And what brand is the hook?
These hooks here are actually some VMCs. These one here are some Yamagatsu trebles. You can go a little bit bigger. I'm actually using these on some of the smaller diameter, I think some of the 12s. And then I've also got some frog hooks that I can show you that we were doing, that we were rigging up. But for the most part, I think the treble hook, I just like the treble hook because the treble hook, I feel like, is going to give you a little bit better hookup ratio.
Yeah.
Next part is the lube. Gonna need a little lube. These things are pretty freaking tough. Sometimes I kind of try to ream the hole out a little bit. They're kind of a pain to get these through. But if you can get that hole a little bit bigger, which I've already had one through here, it's definitely going to help. Otherwise, you're going to kind of fight these.
These are pretty tough. We've caught about 15 fish on one and no signs of tear or wear at all.
So literally, that is it. Feed it right through. Now I'm going to take these, bend them down just a little bit. And now you can come back with your cutters and leave. Really cut it to about there. You don't need very much, just enough that it's going to hold this bait on so that when they do go to try to throw it, this kind of is going to act as a barb. Don't do that part.
Yeah, stay safe.
Now you can see how I bent it back down on itself. So, I mean, there's really no way that that's getting pulled out of there.
Fun fact is the urchin bait originally came from Japan.
You know, most of these cool, crazy baits you're going to see right now that you probably haven't heard of here probably already hit and gone through Japan and come over here. Okay, that's it. Now you can see if I grab from this side, try to pull through that. You're not pulling that through that. So then from there, just grab your treble.
I'd say most trebles work.
Most trebles work. I've had very good luck with Gamakatsu over the years. I've also had real good luck with VMCs. VMCs are good. Those are my two favorites.
Mm-hmm.
And you just take and run this through. And just like that, tie on your urchin bait. When we do tie these on and throw them, the other day, the way we were throwing them, we were kind of finding our fish in these little packs, the wolf packs, and then we would throw into them. And it was wild because we actually watched a few of these fish probably come up from 10 feet or more down in the weeds. I mean, it definitely is going to get their attention. It's going to bring the fish up to that bait. We maybe had a couple strikes that we didn't get hook sets on, but literally with the one single bait we caught 17 fish on it. So that just in itself, I feel like that's pretty impressive. It's a very solid bait. It was working great. It was hooking them up in the top roof of their mouth every time. So I mean, it was pinning them down. We really weren't losing a whole lot. It was seeming to work very well. I have never rigged these before, so at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant, hoping that we weren't gonna just fail miserably, but it really worked well.
Shout out to Milliken.
Not gonna lie, Milliken, I'm stealing this from you, brother. You did teach me how to do this in your video, and it definitely works well. He's definitely played with these, fished them, and figured out what works, and this definitely works. Now, if you come up front here, we do have some rigged up, and I've actually got one out. So it's kind of the same thing. This is a frog hook. I've got them, I think, over there, actually. Might be over there. So, Pierce.
Double TCs.
These are what I've been using as far as the frog hooks. These I will use. Now you can see the smaller uni. I still rig the same with the small treble. However, if you want, you can rig this same kind of deal, same way. Nail weight, run it up through the head, and then you can push those through there. And this one, I think, is going to be a little bit better for these smaller ones, just because it's a little smaller profile and not so much sticking out. But I will tell you, we threw this, and this was literally, I think, this was the exact bait, and it crushed. Like crushed. Actually, that's not the exact one. It's right here. There you go. I mean, that bait caught 17 fish the other day.
And it's perfectly good.
Still looks just fine. They're just kind of all stuck together right now, but It was slaying. It was a good time.
So far, we definitely say our favorite colors have been. We've only thrown green.
We only threw the green. Where's the brown one?
We just got a brown one. We've only fished it in a little Tongi lake. If you guys have any tips for Table Rock Lake, we're fishing a tournament in about 2 months.
Yeah, shout out to some Table Rock Lake tips. We're going down to fish the Yeti Open. This little butt here this March actually went down and won the youth division for the Big Bass Bash at Table Rock. So pretty cool. We're hoping to maybe carry some momentum, maybe take home a couple more checks, and who knows, maybe a boat and a grand prize. So we're going to try. Root us on, like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys following our channel. Sorry for not putting as much stuff out recently, man. We've had so much going on. It's been a lot of crazy stuff, and we're just trying to collect from all that. We're slowing back down. We're getting some more time to get back out. We might even get back out this weekend. So
thank you.
Keep looking for some more videos, and we really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for
150 subscribers. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Peace.